Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Wednesday, August 31st, 2022. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Hump Day, everyone. Here's a look at the ES in the daily time frame. You'll notice the previous session here had quite a bit of selling pressure. It all started with a failure to push beyond and stay beyond the previous session's highs. That rejection right there opened up a return back to and through the previous session's low. That was an outside day down, sell signal there. This is an outside day down here as well, and those really helped to trigger additional weakness here down the way. We've now gotten a return back to the FOMC key level back from July 27th. That's the 39.77 level, and we're sitting right above that level at the moment. Clearly in a short-term downtrend right now, after breaking back below the 40.80 support level. So right now, this market remains in a short-term downward trend, sitting right on top of the FOMC key level, and a further failure of this level here opens up the next zone back down, which is basically returning back to the previous quarter's close. So basically this rally began at the previous quarter's close and took off to the highs back to the 200-day, and now you're giving much of it back, and you're almost there in coming all the way back to break even for the quarter. So we could be looking at further weakness up ahead, especially given the short-term downtrend here. Any pullback could be sold for a continuation to the downside. Right now we have an inside day narrow range here that's developed here heading into the RTH open, 52% of average range. And at some point here we could begin to see that range expand later in the day, holding the previous session's mid at the moment, again with a potential to continue downward on a swing basis. If we take a look here at the NQ, this one's trading inside day as well, 48% of ADR. This one's already reached the July FOMC key level, a nice rounded top, head and shoulder type of reversal here. And again, if this thing gives up these levels right here, especially the key range top, that's right where we're sitting on top of the 12,262. As soon as that one gives up, you're right back to the previous quarter's close as well. So that's been bid so far this quarter. Price rallied up to the yearly VWAP, failed, and now we're on our way back to break even for the quarter. So again, any pullback could be a selling opportunity until proven otherwise within this short-term downtrend. Taking a look at crude oil. Crude oil had a super high range day in the previous session. Actually, the last few days, this was 130% of ADR. This was even bigger. Failed new high, outside day down, massive trap and reversal of prices above 96s, and we're now trading back below 90. That's a big time rejection. It's something we talked about before, that this trend remains to the downside, and even though 96 is a big time level, if it can push through that level, it opens up the 102s, a failure there, and you're rotating back down within the range toward 87, 86. 86 is the next market structure edge below. We've been trading in this range here between basically 86 and 96. A failure at 96, and that little LVN right there opens up 75 down below. Taking a look here at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a bit higher here today, about 1.85%. Inside day at the moment, still trending down. Hard rejections here, major failure at the 25,300 level. Big time turnaround, and we're almost back to the previous quarter's close and low, which would basically be the lows of the year. So we're in a very clear downtrend. This day right here really gave it up and set the tone for the weakness here, and we have very good potential here to come out here and test these lows to see what they're made of very soon. Looking at ETH, this one has had better support, a better rejection here that's developing off the 1400 level, a significant CLVN that remains untouched at the 1300 level as well. Still have a very short-term downtrend, very similar to the ES. We could be looking at this pullback being sold, failed new high developing at the moment. That could lead to another round of weakness similar to these days here, where this thing pushes the envelope and we go test 1300. So very good area here of support, but given the current market's weakness here, we could see ETH back off as well. So again, 1300 is going to be a big time level. If it fails there, you open up the lows of the year. If it can hold this zone, it stays in this upper box as long as it can. So we'll continue to watch this area of support in ETH. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the new session of trading and the last trading day of August. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.